Are you interested in giving a man the gift of missing you? Want to know some proven methods of how to raise your value in his eyes and have him yearning for you when you're not around? I've got 7 things you need to start doing with him, and I'm going to tell you about them right now. Hey guys, I'm dating coach Ryan Patrick. So this is gonna be a fun video today because almost everything I'm about to give you in how to make any guy miss you is gonna be the complete opposite of what your intuition is telling you to do. It's counterintuitive. In order for him to miss you, he needs to see a certain value in you that's unique to him, but not something he feels he can attain easily. So just understand that these 7 items I'm about to give to you are gonna kind of hover around this concept of making you a rare commodity in his eyes and to prompt him to start putting in the work to be with you. Sound good? Okay, let's get into those 7 things you need to do to make a man miss you right now. The first thing is, don't initiate reaching out. Now you might be asking, well Ryan, how is he gonna know that I'm interested in him if I'm never initiating texts or calls with him? So remember what I said about things being counterintuitive here? This is exactly what I'm talking about. Your interest in him is irrelevant in this equation. It's a tendency of men and women to want to showcase our best traits with a partner when we're interested in them in the beginning. Now, if you're constantly reaching out to him, instead of this raising your value in his eyes, it's actually lowering it. And by you doing this, he's never gonna feel like he has to initiate reaching out to you. Look, I know he's great, but just try to tether down the initial excitement with him, just a little bit. And that also means not getting right back to his texts or calls. After all, how can he end up missing you if you're always super reliable and getting right back to him? He needs to sweat a little bit. You need him to be asking himself, where is this girl from time to time? The second thing is be sparse with the details. Now I've mentioned this in other videos, but never be an open book with him. Even in a long-term relationship, you don't want to do this. This can be a major turnoff for a guy because there's no mystery. Instead, pull back on those details of things he really doesn't need to know about, or really, if you think about it, things that are just none of his business. Just remember this, he's on a need-to-know basis. So if he asks you for a date and you're busy, just simply tell him you're unavailable. You don't want to say, oh, I'm going out with my friends for happy hour, but maybe I can sneak in a late drink after that. Or I'm available Friday or Saturday night. Do you see what I'm talking about here? You need to shroud yourself in mystery. Why? Because men love mysterious women they just met. They know they're gonna end up having a unique experience with her. And the likelihood that you'll be needy or just have no life at all is gonna be quite low to him. And that's a good thing. The third thing is, don't be a yes girl. Saying yes to a guy all the time tells him you have no preferences and that you're probably a doormat. I actually made a video that sums this point up perfectly called One Word That'll Keep Him Glued to You. The word is no. I'll link to it up here. Yes, men love when women use this word and they do not use it often enough, believe me. There's just something inauthentic and weird about a woman who's too agreeable with us that's just gross. You may think that saying yes to him brings you closer to him. This couldn't be further from the truth. Honestly, you wouldn't want a man saying yes to everything you said and just acting like a needy lapdog. Yuck. These are the things that absolutely repel men. So by making these tweaks and subconsciously giving him those things that he really wants from you, you're one step closer to having him miss you. The fourth thing is showcase the goods, then remove them. Think about a recent product or course you bought on the internet. Now, it's one thing if it's always available for purchase, but it's something totally different if it's a limited time offer. Especially if it's one of those annoying counter things that's telling you how long you have to get the deal, but it makes you want to buy it that much faster. That's you with men from now on. You are the limited time offer. Now, how do you go about accomplishing this? Well, it's simple. In those early days with him, I want you to just be totally present and connected with him. Just go out and have the best time you can. Easy enough, right? Next, simply don't allow yourself to see him more than once per week for the first 6 weeks of dating him. You've heard me say this before if you watch any of my other videos. You're busy. That's the mindset. And what this is gonna do, it's gonna raise that value in his eyes. And now he's becoming hip to the fact that he only gets to see you once a week. And he may wanna see you more than that, and that's the idea here. Just another way to get him missing you. The fifth thing is host a group event. Now it's time for you to organize a party with your friends. I'm talking about guys and girls doing a pizza night, bowling, karaoke, whatever. As long as it's fun. Now, if you just started dating a new guy, obviously you're gonna invite him as well, but this is a way for him to see into your life and see what you've got going on in your social circle. By him being a part of this event, it's just gonna be a great way for him to see you interact with your friends. But he's also gonna get to see you interact with other men. Let's be clear. We are not trying to make this guy jealous. That would be a game, and no, we don't need to be playing jealousy games. Even though you're just talking to these other guys, him knowing that you possibly have other options is a healthy thing to introduce. Now, after this event, when he's away from you, he's gonna be thinking about this cool event that you invited him into, but you've simply interjected the fact that you have other options when it comes to men. And that is not a game. It's a concept, and it moves to your bigger strategy with him. The sixth thing is giving him the rare gift of intimacy. Intimacy is that rare thing that if a woman can deliver that to a man properly, he wants to become your boyfriend or your husband. You see, we can get sex anywhere, but intimacy? Man, that is a window to our soul. So you're leaning back on sex in the beginning. No sex the first 30 days with him, trust me. And when you finally do have sex with him, make it the most connected, sensual experience he's ever experienced with a woman. Just rock his world. When you do this, you've pretty much made yourself indispensable with him. And he's gonna be thinking about you a lot when you're away. So remember, this isn't about porn-style sex. This is about bombarding all of his senses. In fact, I just made a video about where guys like to be touched and in what sequence. I will link to that for you above if you're interested in how to turn a guy on. That's gonna be a great video for you to check out. The seventh thing is be okay not missing him. If you tell a man that you miss him all the time, well, that takes away the mystery of where we stand with you. That needs to be an elusive thing for us guys in the beginning. We cannot know where we stand with you right away. And one little hack to slow down your feelings for him is to not idealize him and not think he's perfect. Just think, he'll be there next time I see him, and we'll probably have a good time. That's it. You can miss him a little, but never tell a man that. Just have him wondering in the beginning. When a man begins wondering about you, that's when he starts missing you. Through a shift in mindset and some early behavior changes, you can absolutely create an awesome trajectory for your relationship with him. So keep your life full and your social scene strong so you never run out of things to do and you don't even have the time to worry about missing him. So I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below. What are some of the things you think you can do to help your situation in making a guy miss you that maybe I didn't cover in this video? Tell me about them below. Again, we're not playing games with a man. I've seen some comments about, oh, Ryan, that's playing games. It's only a game when you're trying to manipulate someone, but you need to have a strategy with a man. If you go into dating and relationships without a strategy and without forethought about where you're going and why and how you're gonna get there, it's never gonna happen. We're strategically setting up our mindset and our lives so when Mr. Right steps into your life, the table is all set for him and he could just sit down and then miss you when you're not in his sight. Guys, thanks so much for watching. If you dug this video, please give it a like below. I appreciate it so much, and I'll see you next time.